Welcome back to another Sebastian story. And we're back at it again, telling our sweet boy's story. And of course, he's our Cane Corso Italiano. Rescued him several years ago. He's actually going to be turning 5 this year. Too fast, too soon. That's all I can say. He's just been the absolute best boy we could have ever hoped for. We love him, we care for him, we cherish him, and we're just doing everything we can to make sure he has the best life possible. And when he's not just sitting around smiling and being happy, he's still getting plenty of exercise. He and Luna are playing so well together. I'm so proud of them. You know, he's a Cane Corso Italiano. He is 112, 116 pounds of muscle. Yes, he exceeds the breed standard, supposed to top out at about 110. But he's got all of the drive, all of the characteristics, the serrated teeth and everything to match. I mean, he's just a beast of a dog that just wants to love you and play and be a big puppy too. But it's really amusing too, because despite as powerful as he is no match for Luna. And she knows it, and he knows it too. I don't know if he necessarily would be willing to admit to it, but he knows it, and she's so good about playing with him because, especially with his injured paw, she could really seriously injure him just in general playtime. But otherwise, he just runs and plays, and he'll throw her around, and she'll throw him right around too, but she never does it in an overpowering way where we have to really seriously fear for him. That it's just two big giant puppies playing with each other and having a good time. And that's everything we had hoped for. And you know, they're not related to each other. He's that much older, but when she came in, she just fell in love with him immediately and said, "This is my guy. This is mine. He's mine." And that's kind of the thing. She's our sweet little honey, and she's an alpha female, and so therefore we're all hers, and there is no debating that. And that's okay, because she just wants to love and protect. So we got the perfect position for you, honey. Love and protect us, and we'll all get along great. But he's always doing his playtime. We do our teeth brushing, and everybody has a good time there. We still do our meals, and as always, I've from the day he came in, you know, I'd ask him to sit and be polite. You know, I don't do food aggression. That's one big no-no in our house, is these dogs are too powerful. If we had food aggressive dogs, I mean, feeding time becomes dangerous. So they are extremely respectful, all three of them, from the get-go. And so, of course, we still maintain, you know, we do it by the order in which it came in. And there's never any growling or aggression involved in that, because everybody knows they're going to get fed, and it's consistent. And that's a big key there, is it has to be consistently happening. They come to understand that and respect it, and thereby we get to have everybody enjoying their meals and nobody's getting hurt in the process. I've got him started with a new physical therapist, and it's going great. You know, it sucks. I just got to call it what it is. These new people are wonderful. We adore them. They're great people. But we had 4 years invested with our wonderful Dr. Amy and Miss Kim and Miss Linji, and you know, and Miss Linji, she's off in California becoming a veterinarian now, and that's the most amazing thing. We love you and miss you, and we hope you're watching this, but just that, you know, we've gotten to meet all of these people in the process, all really founded on just loving animals and wanting to take care of them. And we want all of these babies to be loved and cared for, and fewer dogs going without a home. And there's a variety of ways to make that happen, but one of the big ones for us is just trying to encourage everyone out there. If you have the time and you have the space and you need a new best friend in your life, you can't go wrong with dogs or cats or whatever breed of animal you are looking for. Animals just need love, and if you can show it to them and teach them about it and get them to trust and remember that you're going to always be able to give them that love and reassurance that they're going to be cared for and protected, they'll give it right back to you 10 times over. I mean, it's a really simple language, even though, no, I don't speak dog, I try to. We at least have each other understood very well on the premise of love. And that's everything. It makes all the difference in the world, and it keeps this big guy smiling, right? Are you smiling? You gonna smile for me? No, not right now? Okay. And then, of course, there's my sweet honey Luna, who has just grown up, keeps getting bigger, and again, being part Cane Corso too. She is gonna need those 4 years, just like Sebastian has, to keep filling out. You know, it's unfortunate, you know, you bring them in when they're tiny little puppies, and you hope they're gonna stay cute little tiny puppies for forever, but not here. She's grown up. She's not even 2 years old yet, but she has really filled out, and just like Sebastian when he was a babe coming in too. I mean, it's year after year after year. They just keep getting bigger. It's a really fun and mildly scary thing about Cane Corso is that you think, you know, after that year or two mark, the growth is done, but not with this breed. They just keep filling out and getting bigger and holding on. And she's my honey, and she's always holding my hand, always putting her hand up on me. She is my shadow. She really cannot stand to be away from me in particular. She loves Bern, she loves my wife, but it's not the same. But it's okay. She knows she's loved. She knows she's got her family and her home. She knows she loves her pappy, Sebastian. She knows she loves her Vera, and now she loves her little mistletoe too. And you know, we call her Little Mama as her nickname. And it's funny, just because we had Pappy already, so we've got a Little Mama now too, and she's really taken on a very maternal role with Missile. That it's pretty good, but again, she's still a puppy herself, and so we have to be very mindful when Luna gets back into her play mode. She does very quickly forget that there's a little tiny puppy underneath her, and as she keeps getting taller and her legs keep getting longer, we came to realize it's not even a lack of situational awareness, it's that she's just too tall and she can't see what's under her at all times. She doesn't have a backup camera, you know? She's just a big girl, and being a growing puppy herself, every day she's got new height and new strength and new everything that all has to be re-explored that day, every single day. And so it's really been wonderful. She and Missile really play very well together. And again, it's just those few moments where you just have to be mindful. Make sure nobody's getting stepped on. Poor little Missile. I think she had a little bit of a sprained paw about a week ago, and we've been keeping a close eye on that, but she's doing fine. There was no concern for any serious damage or anything. It was very clearly just a small minor injury, but being a little puppy is just the saddest thing ever when you see a little puppy having a hard time walking. So been having to go through those motions, but aside from that, my little honey here, she is just loving life. She loves her farm, she loves her family, and you know, we call her a rescue, although she was not in any sort of a bad situation. It was simply, she was a farm girl, and her parents were the alphas, and when it became quite clear that she came out of the womb being an alpha, she needed a new home because she was going to be a direct threat to her parents. And you know, her parents are wonderful. I got to meet both of them, and they're amazing animals, and I can't wait to hopefully be able to see them again too. But nevertheless, Little Mama here, she's just this, I mean, she's beautiful. She's just so pretty. You really are pretty, honey. I love you, Luna. I don't know if she'll let me kiss her on camera though. She's not as forward with that with Sebastian. Sometimes she gets a little shy. Can I get a kiss? Can I get a kiss, honey? Honey? Hey, can I get a kiss? Can I get a kiss? Oh, here we go. Oh, I got it. She kissed me. Good girl, Luna. She's just the sweetest honey, but yeah, she's a continually growing girl. She has some of the most scary demon growls and barks you've ever heard in your life. But the rest of them are all playful and happy and just a big puppy wanting to be a big puppy. And once she gets through all those motions, and as long as you get her energy run out every day, which is a whole other ball game. I thought it was a lot with Sebastian, but this girl does not have limits. She will go and go and go, even if she's exhausted. And we've seen it too. It was really funny with Missile. Never really got a good image of it on video, but you could just tell those days where, you know, she's trying to keep up with the baby, but even this baby had to finally be like, dude, it's time to lay down. Just, we're here for you, Luna, because trust me, we feel the same way. But she's just, you know, well, here I am like holding her neck, but you know, it's trying to squeeze her and trying to give her the extra loves there. But this girl is just, she's always on guard. She never stops. She never shuts off. There is literally one eye always open on this dog. And she is our little rocket. or secret weapon, whatever you want to call it. I mean, she is such a unique and special dog. She has athleticism that I didn't know dogs were capable of. The girl knows jujitsu. I mean, she came out of the womb. She knows how to do arm bars. She knows how to grapple. I didn't teach her these things. And I don't often get to wrestle with her, although she does allow me to, you know, throw her down on her side and really overpower her. Being an alpha, that's not a common thing, and that really has to come with a very strong relationship between, you know, the pack alpha and my support system over here. So she does allow me to get on top of her and kiss her and hold her down and be submissive to me. And my wife Bern, she can get that out of her sometimes, but not usually, and certainly not in the same, you know, free giving way that Luna is with me, where I can just jump on top of her and throw her down on her side, and she's okay with it. She's not feeling like she's going to be harmed or be threatened in any way, that it's just daddy's piling on top and just wanting to give me some kisses. Okay, I'll take it. So you like that, don't you? Look at her. I mean, this was just a little tiny thing that needed a home. And it's just the best part about dog rescue too, is when you do get to get them in as puppies. Is it exhausting work, and is it relentless, and especially with this breed, and when you have an alpha female coming in? Mistletoe's already housebroken, potty trained, whatever you want to call it. She already gets it. She'll cry if she needs to go outside. We haven't had to clean up any messes in over a week, I think. This one took no less than 7 months before I think we could even consider that she was maybe possibly becoming potty trained. It's the most infuriating thing when you're trying to teach him. And then this one, you know, just because she can, just because she's wanting to show that she's in charge, she goes and just drops right in the middle of the living room, looking right at you, leaving a puddle for you. And it's like, girl, we just went outside. Why didn't you do this out there? Oh, you did. You just felt like doing more. Over and over for months. That would be my only caution for people doing dog rescue, is when you get alphas, you really have to be committed, because they don't often take no for an answer, and it's basically a process that you have to break them of, that you have to establish that you are the one in charge, and that's the end-all be-all, and there is no other way, because you are relentless yourself in the way you're going to come at them when they try to disobey. When you give them a command and they say no, you have to be able to strong-arm them and show them, no, you will do what I'm telling you to do. And then, of course, there's our sweet little Mistletoe. Hi, sweetie. Oh, this little puppy is literally a tongue with 4 paws. She just wakes up, she's happy and kissing, she runs at everybody and makes sure everybody's okay and gets plenty of kisses. We don't know how we got this little puppy. It was a phone call one morning. I don't know what else to say. We knew we were wanting to get another puppy in for 2022. We kind of thought with the crazy move and everything that it just wasn't going to happen, but it ended up happening. And I mean, look at it. I mean, she's just the sweetest little puppy. She just needs love too. I mean, you can see, I mean, yes, it's been a month since our last video here, but you can see she has already filled out. She's completely taking up this entire passenger seat. We're doomed. She's going to be a monster. If she is in fact English Mastiff, I mean, we're talking about, you know, 160, 180 pounds easy. So it's going to be fun. Dog that's going to be almost as big as me. I'm loving it. She's, you know, again, she's just such a little sweetheart. She runs at Pappy, she runs at Little Mama, and she just comes tongue first. Love me, love me, love me. And she's fit right in, you know. I mean, from that first day, and I love, you know, we were able to get those pictures in that video of her, you know, putting her paw up on Luna, like, this is mine, this is my mama. And they just adore each other. You know, she's still a little puppy, and, you know, the big guys do have no problem letting her know when she's being a little obnoxious, but they've never really hurt her. They don't, you know, we had an issue another couple of weeks ago. We think I was moving between rooms when it happened. I heard this blood-curdling cry and I was carrying my dinner and I threw tortillas all over her bed is what happened. I didn't know what happened, so I went running out to see, and poor little puppy was squealing, and it basically came down to, you know, the dog equivalent of a sprained ankle is what it was. She's almost 100% now, but she's doing fine. No worries whatsoever. But it's just those things, you know, when you've got such big dogs and such a little tiny puppy. Oh, I'm gonna be okay, sweetie. Okay, so we've got a little puppy butt at the end of the seat there, and then into the middle seat of this truck. Okay, this is a what? I guess she's about 13 or 14 weeks now. I guess is where we're at here, if I'm doing my math correctly. We're guesstimating her birthday as November 1st. She's still very much tiny little puppy, but really wonderful thing, because of how intelligent she is and the fact that she's not an alpha like Luna, she's already housebroken. I am overjoyed. I mean, Sebastian came in, he was housebroken when he came in, and as I was just explaining, you know, Luna being an alpha, it was a game for her. This one, all she wants to do is be a part of the pack and be loved. And so she kept hearing that it's a bad thing to go potty in the house. So she finally figured it out. Okay, well, if I start crying when I need to go, being that she's still a little tiny puppy, it's very much an every 30-minute kind of outdoor schedule with her, which is fine. You know, it's part of the responsibility of having small puppies is there's no storage capacity in them. So no matter whether she's housebroken or not, when the girl's got to go, she got to go. So we got to make sure we can help her with that and get her out every chance that she needs. And we've been able to meet that. I mean, it's been at least a week since we've had to clean anything up from her. I mean, it's really been such a wonderful experience with her. Not to take anything away from Luna. We adore our little honey, but man, that was a lot of work. And so it's a really wonderful little reward that, you know, we had Unexpected Puppy come in, and Unexpected Puppy turned out to be the sweetest, you know, I'm trying to keep her in the frame here, turned out to be just the sweetest thing ever, and just want love and want to be able to snuggle and play all day like a puppy should. Beyond that, she's filling out, you know, she's got this beautiful brindle coat, but she's actually got a fairly thick coat, but she stays nice and warm. The other two really need their sweaters and their jackets when it's cold out. You know, not today, of course, but they need their jackets and a little extra insulation to keep them warm. But otherwise, my little sweetie here, she's doing just fine. And you know, and talking about growth and everything here, let me show you this, since we did this in our last video. Disconnect this here. As I said before, look at the size of this paw. No, you're okay, sweetie. Don't be scared. Look at the size of that. Last a month ago, it took 3 of my fingers. Now it's my whole hand. Let me show him. Let me show him, sweetie. You don't have to be embarrassed. Look at the size of this paw. It's huge. You're just a huge little sweetie. And we're doomed, and we're gonna get trampled and possibly squashed in our sleep, and I don't know, and it's probably the best way to go, in my opinion. Being smothered in love by what we think is an English Mastiff and a little sweetie that just needed some extra love and a home. And now we get the reward and the joy and all the rest of having, you know, our little tripod of puppies running and flapping and playing all day, every day, and living out their lives and being loved like we all deserve. Isn't that pretty good, huh, sweetie? You're a good girl, Missile. As always, thank us very much for watching. We're having a great time telling these stories, and we'll be back again soon with more. Thanks again.